In today's fast-paced business world, teamwork is more critical than ever. Companies rely on teams to innovate, solve complex problems, and achieve ambitious goals. Yet, a stark reality exists beneath the surface of many organizations: the prevalence of dysfunctional teams. These teams, plagued by internal conflicts, miscommunication, and a lack of trust, struggle to function effectively. Instead of driving success, they become roadblocks, hindering progress and stifling growth. Imagine a team meeting where ideas are met with silence, not because of agreement, but fear of speaking up. Picture a project riddled with missed deadlines, stemming not from lack of effort, but from unclear roles and responsibilities. These scenarios, unfortunately, are not uncommon. They are symptoms of a deeper issue: a breakdown in the team's ability to work together cohesively and productively. Dysfunctional teams are not merely a collection of difficult individuals. They are often groups of talented people held back by systemic issues and unhealthy dynamics. These issues can range from poor communication and lack of trust to ineffective leadership and an absence of clear goals. The result is a toxic work environment where negativity festers, productivity plummets, and team members feel demoralized and disengaged. Recognizing the signs of a dysfunctional team is the crucial first step towards addressing the issue. Do team members avoid conflict only to have resentment simmer beneath the surface? Are decisions made with limited input, leaving some feeling unheard and undervalued? Is there a lack of accountability, with finger-pointing becoming the norm when things go wrong? These are all red flags, signaling the need for intervention and a commitment to change. The impact of dysfunctional teams extends far beyond the immediate group. Like a ripple effect, the negativity and inefficiency permeate throughout the entire organization. Productivity suffers as projects stall, deadlines are missed, and resources are wasted. The organization's ability to innovate and adapt to changing market demands is severely hampered. Moreover, dysfunctional teams contribute to a toxic work environment characterized by low morale, high stress levels, and increased absenteeism. Employees, feeling undervalued and burnt out, may disengage from their work or worse, leave the organization altogether. This leads to high turnover rates, loss of valuable expertise, and increased recruitment and training costs. The financial implications of dysfunctional teams are significant. Lost productivity translates directly into lost revenue. The costs associated with high turnover, including recruitment, onboarding, and training, place a further strain on resources. Additionally, the damage to the organization's reputation can impact its ability to attract and retain top talent in the future. Beyond the tangible costs, dysfunctional teams erode the very fabric of an organization's culture. When negativity and mistrust become ingrained, it becomes increasingly difficult to foster collaboration, innovation, and a sense of shared purpose. This can create a downward spiral, making it even more challenging to attract and retain talent, and ultimately impacting the organization's long-term success. The good news is that dysfunction is not destiny. Teams can change, evolve, and become high-performing units. The journey, however, requires a commitment to honest self-assessment, open communication, and a willingness to embrace change. Transforming a dysfunctional team begins with acknowledging the problem. Leaders must create a safe space for team members to voice their concerns, share their perspectives, and identify the root causes of the dysfunction. This requires strong leadership, a commitment to transparency, and a genuine desire to understand and address the underlying issues. Once the issues are brought to light, the focus must shift to developing and implementing solutions. This may involve clarifying roles and responsibilities, improving communication channels, establishing clear goals and expectations, and fostering a culture of trust and respect. Transforming a dysfunctional team is not a quick fix. It requires ongoing effort, open communication, and a commitment to continuous improvement. But the rewards are well worth the investment. By creating a positive and productive team environment, organizations unlock the full potential of their workforce, paving the way for innovation, growth, and long-term success. At the heart of many dysfunctional teams lies a fundamental breakdown in communication. Team members may withhold information, avoid difficult conversations, or simply fail to listen effectively to one another. This lack of open and honest dialogue creates an environment of suspicion, misunderstanding, and resentment. When communication channels are clogged, crucial information fails to reach the right people at the right time. Decisions are made in silos, leading to duplicated efforts, conflicting priorities, and a sense of confusion among team members. Misunderstandings fester, small issues escalate into major conflicts, and the team's ability to work together effectively is severely compromised. Moreover, poor communication stifles creativity and innovation. When team members feel afraid to speak up, share their ideas, or challenge the status quo, the team loses out on valuable perspectives and opportunities for growth. The free flow of ideas is essential for problem-solving, decision-making, and ultimately, achieving team goals. Addressing communication breakdowns requires a multifaceted approach. Leaders must foster a culture of transparency and open dialogue, encouraging team members to share their thoughts and concerns without fear of retribution. Implementing clear communication channels and protocols can help ensure that information flows efficiently and effectively. Trust is the bedrock of any high-performing team. When team members trust one another, they feel safe to be vulnerable, take risks, and rely on each other to deliver on their commitments. Conversely, a lack of trust creates an environment of suspicion, doubt, and fear. Dysfunctional teams often exhibit a pattern of broken promises, unmet expectations, and a general lack of accountability. This erosion of trust can manifest in various ways, from withholding information and gossiping behind each other's backs to outright sabotage and undermining of colleagues' efforts. The consequences of low trust are far-reaching. Team members become more guarded in their interactions, reluctant to share information or ask for help. Collaboration suffers as individuals prioritize self-preservation over the collective good. The team becomes fragmented, with individuals or subgroups working at cross purposes, ultimately undermining the team's ability to achieve its goals. Rebuilding trust is a delicate and often time-consuming process. It requires a genuine commitment from all team members to acknowledge past mistakes, take ownership for their actions, and make amends. Leaders must create a safe space for open and honest dialogue, fostering empathy and understanding among team members. Leadership plays a pivotal role in shaping the dynamics and effectiveness of any team. While team members share responsibility for their behavior and contributions, leaders set the tone, establish expectations, and ultimately create the environment in which the team operates. In dysfunctional teams, leadership may be characterized by a lack of clear direction, inconsistent communication, and an inability to address conflicts effectively. Leaders may micromanage, delegate inappropriately, or play favorites, creating resentment and undermining team morale. Effective leaders, on the other hand, foster a positive and productive team environment by setting clear goals and expectations, communicating effectively and consistently, empowering team members to make decisions and take ownership, providing regular feedback and recognition, and addressing conflicts constructively and fairly. Transforming a dysfunctional team often requires a shift in leadership style. Leaders must be willing to acknowledge their own shortcomings, seek feedback from team members, and embrace a more collaborative and empowering approach. By modeling the behaviors they expect from their team, leaders can create a ripple effect, inspiring others to step up and contribute to a more positive and productive team environment. Dysfunctional teams are rarely known for their efficiency. Instead, they are often characterized by a pervasive lack of productivity that slowly drains the energy and resources of the organization. Like a car stuck in neutral, they may expend effort but struggle to gain any real traction towards their goals. This productivity drain manifests in various ways. Projects drag on, bogged down by miscommunication, unclear roles, and a lack of accountability. Deadlines are missed, not because of a lack of effort, but because of a lack of coordination and shared understanding. The team's collective output falls far short of its potential, leaving everyone feeling frustrated and demoralized. This lack of productivity isn't always immediately apparent. Dysfunctional teams often become adept at masking their inefficiencies, creating an illusion of progress while failing to deliver tangible results. They may excel at holding meetings, generating reports, and engaging in busy work, but these activities rarely translate into meaningful outcomes. The insidious nature of this productivity drain makes it all the more dangerous. It slowly chips away at the organization's resources, eroding morale and undermining its ability to compete effectively. Like a slow leak in a tire, it may go unnoticed for a time, but eventually it will bring the entire vehicle to a grinding halt. A sure sign of a dysfunctional team is a revolving door of employees. When talented individuals find themselves trapped in a negative and unproductive work environment, they are likely to seek opportunities elsewhere. High turnover rates become the norm, creating a vicious cycle that further exacerbates the team's dysfunction. The costs associated with high turnover are substantial. Recruiting, hiring, and training new employees require significant time, money, and resources. Moreover, the loss of experienced team members disrupts ongoing projects, delays deliverables, and deprives the team of valuable knowledge and expertise. Beyond the financial implications, high turnover takes a toll on the remaining team members. They may experience burnout from having to constantly onboard new colleagues and pick up the slack of those who have left. This can lead to a decline in morale, a decrease in productivity, and an increase in stress levels, further fueling the cycle of dysfunction. Addressing high turnover requires more than simply filling vacant positions. It demands a fundamental shift in the team's culture and dynamics. Leaders must create a work environment where employees feel valued, respected, and supported. This includes fostering open communication, promoting work-life balance, and providing opportunities for professional growth and development. Dysfunction within a team rarely remains isolated. Like a virus, it can spread to other parts of the organization, infecting individuals, departments, and even the overall company culture. The negativity, mistrust, and lack of accountability that characterize dysfunctional teams can easily seep into other areas, creating a ripple effect of negativity. This spread of dysfunction can occur in several ways. Team members, frustrated and disillusioned, may carry their negativity into interactions with colleagues in other departments, creating tension and hindering collaboration. The team's poor performance can reflect poorly on the entire organization, damaging its reputation and undermining its relationships with clients and partners. Moreover, as dysfunction becomes more ingrained within a team, it can become normalized. Behaviors that were once considered unacceptable become tolerated, then accepted, and eventually expected. This normalization of dysfunction creates a toxic environment where negativity thrives and positive change becomes increasingly difficult. Preventing the spread of dysfunction requires proactive measures. Leaders must address dysfunctional team dynamics early on, before they have a chance to take root and spread. This includes fostering a culture of openness, accountability, and respect, where unhealthy behaviors are identified and addressed promptly. By creating a work environment where dysfunction is not tolerated, organizations can protect their most valuable asset, their people, and ensure a healthy and productive workplace for all. Transforming a dysfunctional team into a high-performing unit requires opening the lines of communication and fostering an environment where team members feel safe to speak candidly and respectfully. This means moving beyond superficial exchanges and encouraging authentic dialogue that addresses the root causes of conflict and misunderstanding. Creating this safe space for open communication requires conscious effort. Leaders must model vulnerability by acknowledging their own mistakes and encouraging others to do the same. Active listening is paramount, ensuring that team members feel heard and understood, even when disagreements arise. The goal is to create a culture of psychological safety, where individuals feel comfortable expressing their perspectives without fear of judgment or retribution. Open communication is not just about speaking up, it's also about actively seeking out diverse perspectives. Leaders should encourage team members to challenge assumptions, respectfully disagree, and offer alternative viewpoints. This diversity of thought is essential for innovation and effective problem solving. To facilitate open communication, teams can implement structured communication strategies such as regular check-ins, dedicated feedback sessions, and anonymous suggestion boxes. The key is to establish clear channels for communication and create a culture where feedback is viewed as a gift, not a threat. Trust, once broken, can be incredibly difficult to rebuild. It requires time, patience, and a genuine commitment from all team members to let go of past grievances and focus on creating a more positive and productive future. The first step towards rebuilding trust is acknowledging the breach. This involves openly discussing the actions or behaviours that led to the erosion of trust and taking ownership for any harm caused. Apologies should be sincere and followed by tangible actions that demonstrate a commitment to change. Transparency is crucial in the rebuilding process. Team members need to see that their leaders and colleagues are acting with integrity and that information is being shared openly and honestly. This includes being upfront about mistakes, sharing credit where it's due, and avoiding gossip or backchanneling. Rebuilding trust is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process that requires consistent effort. Small, everyday actions, such as following through on commitments, being there for colleagues in need, and celebrating successes together, can go a long way in restoring trust and creating a more cohesive and supportive team environment. Leaders play a critical role in transforming dysfunctional teams. They set the tone, establish expectations, and create the environment in which the team operates. To guide their teams towards success, leaders must embody the principles of open communication, trust, and accountability. Effective leaders empower their teams by delegating responsibility, providing autonomy, and fostering a sense of ownership. They recognize that each team member brings unique strengths and perspectives to the table and encourage them to utilize their skills to their full potential. Leaders of transformed teams understand the importance of recognizing and celebrating successes. They acknowledge individual and team accomplishments, providing positive reinforcement and fostering a sense of pride in the team's work. This positive reinforcement helps to build momentum and motivates team members to continue striving for excellence. Transformational leaders also understand that conflict, when managed effectively, can be a catalyst for growth and innovation. They create a safe space for healthy debate, encouraging team members to express their perspectives and work collaboratively towards solutions. By embracing conflict as an opportunity for learning and improvement, leaders can transform disagreements into stepping stones towards greater team unity and success. Transforming a dysfunctional team is not a quick fix. It's an ongoing journey of continuous improvement. Once the initial hurdles of open communication and trust building have been addressed, the focus must shift to creating a culture of ongoing learning and development. This requires a willingness to regularly assess team dynamics, identify areas for improvement, and implement changes accordingly. Teams can benefit from establishing clear performance metrics, conducting regular retrospectives, and seeking feedback from both internal and external stakeholders. Investing in team development initiatives, such as workshops on communication, conflict resolution, and leadership, can provide team members with the skills and tools they need to navigate challenges effectively and continue to grow as a cohesive unit. Creating opportunities for team building and social interaction outside of work can also foster stronger relationships and improve team cohesion. Importantly, the pursuit of continuous improvement requires a shared vision and commitment from all team members. Everyone must be aligned on the team's goals, values, and aspirations, and be willing to put in the effort to achieve them. By embracing a growth mindset and fostering a culture of continuous learning, transformed teams can unlock their full potential and achieve sustainable success. Throughout this exploration of dysfunctional teams, we've delved into the complexities of their inner workings, the far-reaching consequences of their unaddressed issues, and the crucial steps required to guide them toward transformation. It's evident that functional teams are not happy accidents. They are the result of deliberate effort, strong leadership, and a shared commitment to excellence. When individuals come together, united by a common purpose, respectful communication, and a foundation of trust, something extraordinary happens. The whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts. Synergy is created, innovation flourishes, and challenges are met with a collective determination that can overcome even the most daunting obstacles. Functional teams are the engines that drive organizational success. They are the wellspring of creativity, the driving force behind innovation, and the key to navigating the complexities of today's rapidly changing business landscape. When teams function effectively, they not only achieve their goals, but also create a positive and rewarding work experience for all involved. The benefits of functional teams extend far beyond the bottom line. They contribute to increased employee morale, higher levels of job satisfaction, and a greater sense of purpose and belonging among team members. This, in turn, leads to reduced stress, improved work-life balance, and a more positive and supportive workplace culture. The journey from dysfunction to high performance is not always easy, but it is an investment worth making. Leaders at all levels have a crucial role to play in cultivating the conditions necessary for teams to thrive. This begins with a deep understanding of the factors that contribute to dysfunction and a willingness to address them head-on. Leaders must be willing to challenge the status quo, even when it's uncomfortable. They must be willing to have difficult conversations, to address conflict constructively, and to hold themselves and others accountable for their actions. This requires courage, vulnerability, and an unwavering commitment to creating a better future for the team and the organization as a whole. Transforming a dysfunctional team is not about simply implementing a set of techniques or following a prescribed formula. It's about fostering a culture of continuous improvement where open communication, trust, and mutual respect are paramount. It's about creating an environment where individuals feel valued, heard, and empowered to contribute their best work. The task may seem daunting, but the rewards are immeasurable. By investing in their teams, leaders invest in the very heart of their organizations. They unlock a powerful force for innovation, growth, and lasting success. Every team has within it the potential for greatness. Even the most dysfunctional teams are often composed of talented individuals who, when given the right support and guidance, can achieve remarkable things. The key lies in creating an environment where their strengths are amplified, their voices are heard, and their contributions are valued. When teams function effectively, they become more than just work units. They become communities of practice, where individuals learn from one another, challenge each other to grow, and celebrate each other's successes. This sense of shared purpose and collective accomplishment is what fuels innovation, drives engagement, and ultimately leads to sustainable success. The transformation of a dysfunctional team is a testament to the power of human connection, the importance of open communication, and the transformative potential of strong leadership. It's a journey that requires effort, patience, and an unwavering belief in the team's ability to overcome adversity and achieve greatness. Imagine a workplace where teams are no longer hampered by dysfunction, where negativity gives way to collaboration, and where the collective energy of talented individuals is unleashed to its fullest potential. This is the promise of team transformation, and it's a future worth striving for. In an increasingly complex and interconnected world, the ability to work effectively in teams is no longer optional, it's essential. The challenges we face as individuals, organizations, and societies are simply too great to be solved in isolation. We need the collective intelligence, creativity, and resilience that only functional teams can provide. Investing in team development is not merely a matter of improving organizational performance, it's about investing in a better future for all. When teams work well together, they have a ripple effect, positively impacting not only the organizations they serve, but also the communities in which they operate and the world at large. As we move forward, let us embrace the transformative power of functional teams. Let us commit to creating workplaces where open communication, trust, and mutual respect are the norm. Let us empower our leaders to embrace their role as cultivators of high-performing teams. The future belongs to those who understand that the greatest achievements are not the result of individual brilliance, but of the collective efforts of individuals working together towards a common goal. Let us forge that future together, one team, one conversation, one act of collaboration at a time.